does help, but I just don't like the sag on it. So headed out of the undisclosed FLA location at about 9:40 or so. ETA in Marianna is 1 o'clock Eastern. I think it's going to be noonish, maybe a little earlier Central to jump time zone. I swapped out the static brake controller for a momentum brake controller. I don't know why my GPS is trying to take me to Ocala when 20 highway straight ahead here, but so yeah, as I apply more brake to it, it applies more brake to the camper, and I back off, which is a big plus in stop and go traffic. All right, merging onto the I-10 West. The dog would like to get out. It's about noon, so we're going to hit the first truck stop we can find. Lunchtime on the I-10 truck stop. This is where not having to deal with slides and stuff could be a plus. It's like in the 80s. It's not bad. There's a really nice breeze blowing through, except for the dust coming through the door when a truck drives by. But taking a break. So this is my Boondockers welcome hosts location outside of Marianna, Florida. There's a lake with that fish in it that got away last year. So they can host up to 2 people here. They offer water and electric. And you can dump even if you need to, but they're super nice. Been out touring around with them today and got some breakfast and looked at some river stuff that maybe take a canoe on next year. Come down and visit. Oh, good morning, everybody. Gonna get some storms go through. Really bad storms are up north, so we didn't get hit. But the joke here is my second trip through, and the first time was the hurricane, and now it was a line of really bad spring storms. I'm not inside of a pool. I'm inside of the host's Florida tornado bunker. But no, this really is. It sits on a concrete slab. I'm on a bench. There's a bench right here, and they've got some supplies in here, clothes, extra food, all that kind of stuff. So if your house blows away, they've got some stuff in here. It's fiberglass with concrete walls, and the door, and it's got some electric vent fans on it, but it does lock down. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I made a joke, and they're like, "No, it's our tornado shelter." I've been drugged to the Alpha Diner for breakfast.
Here, these tables are aged out.
Mornings are the worst.
The pollen's been bothering me. It's like I have a sore throat sometimes. Yeah, it was good. We had a good breakfast. Awesome.
We've even got it closed off back there for now, but it goes on even further back. They have guns and ammo over this side if you want to check.
Let's see if they've got stuff to feed the boomsticks with.
When we first moved here, Lorraine's son John came up and visited. He decided to go fishing, so he came over here and bought some worms.
On September 27, 1864, a federal raiding force of over 900 men under Brigadier General Alexander Asboth fought a Confederate home guard of 95 old men and boys under Captain Jesse J. Norwood. Entering Marianna from the west, the main body of Federals encountered unexpected resistance at Ely's Corner. They fell back, rallied, and then charged, driving the home guard back to the courtyard of the church. Flanked by other Federals moving in from the north, The defenders engaged the invaders in fierce combat. By federal order, St. Luke's Episcopal Church was destroyed by fire, and the bodies of 5 Confederates were burned almost beyond recognition. The West Florida News reported the total Confederate losses at 9 killed and 10 wounded, 54 captured. The estimated federal losses were 15 killed and 40 wounded. Let's talk about clothing and work camping. I like to call it, as we do in the outdoor industry, the layering system. I found a particular set of clothing that works well for me out here in the FLA. A couple different vests. I have a puffy vest, and then I've got a vest that has a windstopper material. I've got my shorts, but the other thing I've really picked up on is my zip-off pants, like Columbia's or whatever, Bimini Bay for like 26 bucks. They're long pants that are nylon that zip off into shorts. I sweat a lot. I'm a sweater, as my grandma used to say. Look at me sweat. So I like stuff that's not, I've been wearing fishing shirts down here. They're real popular. Up north, I don't find as many of these. There's a lot of the stores like Bell's, which spells Beals, but it's Bell's. Then it carries these. I pick them up at Goodwill. Any kind of lightweight nylon fishing shirt is what I've been wearing down here. And they evaporate. They still get wet, but they evaporate pretty quick. My favorite type of material is this stuff. It looks like almost like a ripstop. And the Columbia PFG Tamiami 2 is my favorite shirt of all time. That's the one I wear when I'm off work and that I don't want to destroy. This stuff gets wrecked, so I'm buying the cheapest ones. This layering system, and this is all like a fiber film, but this thing's got actually like a waffle pattern to it, and these are great. This one used to be an old ski one, but I got paint on them, a bunch of other stuff. And like I occasionally wear long johns. I always wear wool socks because even if my feet get wet, they're still warm. And they're dry. They stay warmer though, even when it's hot. And then my shoes, I've been wearing Ultra. That's A-L-T-R-A. It's a trail shoe that a lot of long distance hikers make, or they wear. They don't make. And they are it's flat, so your foot doesn't have that heel rise in it. And what I find is my shins and my knees aren't as sore at the end of the day as they would be normally if I was wearing my other like Merrells or something like that. These aren't cheap, but they're also they last about a year. Yep, that's my seasonal professional work camper pro tip on clothing. And remember, folks, it's always good to get layered.
Plus, there's a Blue Spring is the name of it at the other end of the lake, which is the first magnitude 20 plus million gallon a day spring that's feeding us. So they've got to put 20 million gallons a day down through it just to keep the level. They rebuilt this so it's easier to put the people in with the canoes.
Yeah.
And, all that kind of thing.
Well, maybe next time I have to have you guys throw me in, so to speak.
Yeah, we put you in here, like I said, and we'll come and get you in Apalachicola in 2 weeks' time. But from here down to where we were on the other where the canoe rental place is, that's like a 4-hour drift. In the water, they'll come down with a busload of tourists here pretty soon with the canoes, and the guy will help them load. Then he'd drive back to Bearpaw.
And then get out there. Yeah, that's what we do.
Eventually get to Bearpaw and then get out of the river, or we won't find you till once.
And the river she flows on around the bend, on down to Denver, where she meets a friend, and they sail together till they reach the sea. I wish I was a river lord, and the river was